Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some more Cogmind, shall we? Picking up where we left off with our guide for complete beginners here, and our little robot is doing well. We have some more to explore, but I want to just kind of do as much of this level as I can before we move on. So I see these little green guys over here, and let's just figure out and verify. Okay. There is a blue door down here, and we see immediately a light cannon, which is a ballistic weapon, and a terrain scanner, which lets you scan the terrain. Lets you see the walls and things, I suppose. Oh, and we found a tractor beam, which is good for pulling in the enemy. And there's a small matter pod over here. So, with the small matter pod and that cannon, we could pick up and actually switch back and try to do ballistic weaponry, you know, using this assault rifle if we wanted to. And this is the great thing about Cogmind. Like, we could just totally change and say, okay, well, I'm going to swap out the heatsink for this matter pod, which gives me an increased matter storage capacity of 50. So we go up to 350 matter that we could store for firing our weapons. That's still, though, for me to actually switch, I'd need a bigger incentive. So what I'm going to do is pick up this cannon. I don't care about the terrain scanner, and I'm going to go check this out. I'm just kind of moving around over here. Engineer, scavenger, sure. If I saw a transport, I'd definitely attack that to try to get some backups. Okay, so here's a grenade launcher. So a grenade launcher is a launcher-type weapon, does explosive damage. But the thing about it is not a ballistic, but it could fit into that ballistic kit because it uses matter and not energy. And it uses a good bit of matter, actually. It's cool to have AoE damage, but you definitely want to be careful with something like this and not fire it close to you because of blowing up machines. Now, blowing up machines in the environment is awesome for devastating groups of enemies, but again, there's a trade-off where you could blow up parts or things that you were looking to get in the area. Now, I'm not going to go for a launcher at the moment. Well, I have some space. Sure, I'll pretend like it's possible. Okay, look. Triggered a shock trap. The floor emits a surge of raw power, and we got corrupted. So what's interesting about that is I thought that I had detected the traps, but I think I just detected a different kind of trap and not that trap. So that's a shame. Here's some core shielding. So the core shielding here absorbs 20% of damage that would otherwise affect the core. Also negates extra effects of critical strikes against the core, but it can't protect against overflow damage. So this only has an integrity of 50, but that's a pretty good chunk of protection against the core. It's not thrilling, I have to say, and I only have 2 utility slots, but those are kind of things that you might want to consider. Let's just check out this terminal. What can we do here? I'm going to try the branch. Okay, cool. So we got both branch access points, and you can see that regardless of which one we go to, of the exits that we found, they both go to the mines. So the mines, as you will see, and I'm pretty sure, if memory serves correctly, they are not a main factory floor. They're a sub-branch. Ooh, okay. Do I have a backup ion engine at the moment? I have this nuclear core. And there's some data jacks. So data jacks allow you to try to hack other robots. It's a cute weapon. It can be really funny, I suppose, if you get it to work, but my usual modus operandus is to blow things up, but that's just me. I will take an extra ion engine. I'm not thrilled with this nuclear core. I just don't... It supplies +9, which is more than my ion engine, but the issue is that the storage is only 60. And it's just... It generates more heat. I just don't like it as much, personally. It's a difference of style. I'd rather have a big pool and then be able to recharge than kind of like have a smaller pool and recharge more steadily each round. I'm going to get rid of this. I don't want it right now. And I'm going to go through... No, I don't want to crush the guy. I just want to keep looking. Engineer. Storage unit. What is this? Ion engine. Nah, we don't need that. Okay. So, I think if... And I'm just right-clicking around the map. Oh, I haven't gone over to this area yet. I am, as you could see, being super, super slow. Because I want to just clear this out. I don't feel like I'm under threat at all. And I want to clear as much of this floor as I can to try to find more options for our character. Nothing in here. Oh. An alarm got triggered. Again, I must have only done traps within a certain range. So there's a huge storage unit. So my high capacity is 15 and the huge is 20. Good God, look at that. That thing is huge, but its mass is 80. I mean, you'd have to have, you know, if I had 4 light treads, I'd be at 80 support. So I'd have to have 4, like, heavy treads or 5 or 6 light treads to be able to carry that. But then, boy, would we have a backpack full of stuff. So there's a bad guy coming. I'm just going to wait for this guy. Oh, the scavenger wants to come in? Get real. No! Are you kidding? Alright, did that mercenary see me? Alright, so it says system corruption, substantial component data loss. So every turn, if you're corrupted, you have a chance to get this happen. And what does that mean? It means I just lost 8 matter, basically. Okay, they saw me now. Okay. I do not care for standing next to the machine. This other mercenary came in, and he can't fire through his buddy, so he was trying to go around to flank. I don't mind that. I just want to see if there's any other robots out here. It looks okay. I'm going to fight this guy in the doorway. I don't want to fight by that machine. I just don't trust it. He hit our storage unit. He hit our core and our engine. We crit the guy, so he's burning. And now he's gone. Okay. So all he dropped for us was a couple of legs. Not great. And I took some tread damage, which is also not ideal. Okay, we found an exit. Ooh. Cool. Okay, let's see how difficult this is. So this is a repair station. So I'm going to scan, for example, these corrupted treads. And you could see that they're damaged. What if I did try to repair these? I have a reasonable chance. Okay. So we've been detected and they're tracing us, but we have as long as we don't do anything else, this shouldn't move up. And we have to wait 36 turns for these treads to be repaired. Now, I don't... And you can see there's a countdown as the item gets repaired. I do not know. I'm just pushing 5 to wait. I lost some matter. I do not know if this will clear the corruption on the item. It did. So it repaired the treads and cleared the corruption. Okay. I didn't remember if it did that or not, or if that was a separate function. That's so great. So now we have 2 really well-maintained treads. So the idea would be this. I will swap these on for the ones that are about to break. And then I have a chance. It's not a good chance. I'm going to scan the treads that are really damaged here. Oh, it failed. All right. We got locked out of it. Once you get locked out of the terminal, you can see it turns gray. But we at least got 1 set of treads repaired. Let me just kind of look around the map. So we have been over there. We didn't go up this way yet, so let's just check it out. Okay, there's an alarm trap. There's another one. Wow, there's a big cluster of them right there. Goodness. Ooh, armor plating. Perfect. So this is what we want to get. It's not very good. We want to get something heavier, but 90 protection is wonderful. Just makes you so beefy, and I like that because I'm bad. Alright, there's a recycler. Let's just see what components it has inside. So what do you... I'm going to report inventory. Okay, it has another armor plating. I don't really need any matter. And there's nothing that's, like, super fantastic there. Okay, I'm looking at the map. I'm just kind of right-clicking around, and I'll try to go over here. These other robots getting in the way is the worst. Just get out of my way. I stepped on it. So now we're actually taking damage just because we're trying to explore, but we're getting wrecked by the corruption. So that's not ideal. Alright, I think then I'm just going to say fine. Like, I'm okay with what I've got. I'd love to repair these treads. I have a good engine in my inventory, and this engine is okay. I'm going to go up the steps. So, we do get to level up and apply some parameters. So, either we... Well, let's see if we're going to the mines, or if we found a staircase that is going someplace else. I'm going to put up another propulsion 100%. But I gotta tell you what. I like another propulsion right now. But I'm also going to take another weapon. And I'm going to try this more kind of like in the middle approach. And I'm going to throw on these treads immediately. So we are at location 9, and if I push backspace, you could see we went to materials, and we're not sure where we are right now, but we did not go sideways. We went straight up, which is why we leveled. Now, sometimes going to a sideways branch is actually good, because it's just like a chance to get more parts and things. So it just depends. And I'm going to put on a different weapon. I'm okay putting on one ballistic weapon to go with the loadout that I have, so that I don't overheat, and I'm not worried about matter at all. Alright, we've got terrain scanners, processing, oh my god, treads, armored treads. Oh, 4 of them. Oh boy, this is extremely exciting. Okay, so I'm going to go equip it. These are rating 3. Equip it. So the armored treads, by the way, if I compare it to my light treads, you could see that they do not provide extra support from the light tread. However, they have way more coverage and more than double the integrity. They do make us slower. But this is amazing. So I'm going to drop legs. Because with this many treads, I have some backup propulsion. And I'm going to... I know it might, you might want to save things, but I'm going to equip all of the best stuff that I have first. Because my thought process here is, as I move, I'm going to find higher rating stuff. And this is another thing, which is why you can't really stick with the build in Cogmind as easily, because you're just going to find better stuff as you go, and you're going to want to replace it. So you're not going to like find this thing on the first floor that you keep for, for 10 levels or something like that. So you're going to be swapping all the time. So I'm planning on getting better treads eventually, but I'd rather have the boost now to increase my chances of surviving until I find something better, rather than limping along with these busted treads and trying to save these for the perfect opportunity. Okay, beautiful. And I don't really want... what does this do? Sensor range. This lets you see further. So you would... that's kind of cool, but I don't have enough free accessory slots to really mess with something like that. Oh, that's a transport. Okay, let me see where that guy's going. Okay, there's some mauls. These are melee weapons and weight redistribution. I don't need that, but I am going to shoot this guy. Got him. Ooh, look what he's got. Okay, so he has treads, which we want immediately, but he's got these prototype energy cannons. Those could be good, they could be bad. We don't know. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the small laser. Pick one up. Oh, okay, we got some pests in here. That's fine. So I'm going to shoot the pests. Pests are, we've seen them before. They're teeny, and they shoot fast. They're hard to hit, but they have almost no armor. Alright, so we just wrecked all of them. And they have, they're shooting bullets at us, no problem. So these... did I pick up the prototype yet? No, I was being attacked. You can equip the prototype without identifying it, but you don't know what it will do. So we want to try to find a scanalyzer to see if we can figure this thing out. I am going to take another one. Just try to figure it out. Pick up the matter. Here we go. Alright, so we got a bunch of matter back. Excellent. Full-on matter. I don't need flight units. This assault rifle is damaged. Let's see what this terminal can tell us. So you can look for hauler manifests to see what the haulers have. I'm going to locate the traps. Great. Okay, so this is why. I think this is how I understand it. You're not finding all the traps on the floor. You're finding the traps in the array. So within a radius maybe of this particular terminal. Correct me if you are a Cogmind expert and you know. But I think this is why I wasn't showing all the traps before, is because I found some traps that are in the area, but not every single trap right there. So it's showing me up here we found those traps, which is great to not have to worry about those. Zoom out. I do not want to go with the melee stuff. Melee is really strong. I had some success with it. Oh, no, I don't want to crush that guy, sorry. But you have to get right up on them. You don't miss, I'll tell you that much. Oh my gosh, here's another hauler. Or transporter. I actually need to get a little bit closer. There's a scanalyzer, perfect for our prototype weapons. Oh, darn. Where did these guys all come from at the same time? Man, just wrecked that guy. See, this is why 3 guns is just so good. Where are you going? Don't sneak away. Okay, good. Got him. Got him. Alright, we got all kinds of stuff happening. So, we've been alerted there's a bunch of pests coming in and stuff like that. I don't want to stand here forever. But look at this hallway. Look at what we were able to do. Our laser got broken, so we're going to just switch this out. Ooh, a defender. This guy has treads too. This hallway is just where we have come and broken everything. Now I'm going to shoot this guy. I don't want him to take our parts. I want to be able to get these parts. So, our heatsink was disabled from some electrical damage. We're at dangerous temperature, so I'm just going to not do anything, obviously. And I overheated, and I short-circuited, and I'll go pick that up. So we're going to need to try to find some better weapons, and we will. So even with my heatsink got disabled, we were just doing so much firing that we heated up. We need a better heatsink to be able to fire that many lasers. But it's not usual that you get into a protracted combat like this. But I mean, this is beautiful. This is the most loot. Alright, so what we want to do is... didn't I have some treads that were, like, severely damaged? Did I drop those? I'm not sure what happened to those things. Or... oh, no. I think the game automatically... I could be wrong, but I think what it did was it automatically swapped out my bad ones for those good ones. Because that's what I wanted to do. Okay. EM pulse cannon, assault rifle, pulse cannon, storage unit, visual processing. Okay. So, in this case, what we want to do is... I'm going to immediately just put on this better engine, and I'm going to get rid of this engine. I'm going to go ahead and get this pulse cannon. I'm going to get rid of my broken laser. My particle gun is broken. I could get another one. This guy's shooting at us, unfortunately. So I'm going to step here. Oh, great. A repair station. I want to get all this loot, but I don't want to get shot at. And the reason I'm not firing just back right now is I needed to cool down. I was just too hot. I'm going to turn my heatsink back on. It was disabled, so you kind of have to, at least in that situation, I had to manually turn it back on, which I did. So look at how many treads I have. This is so great. And I am over the moon happy to be carrying 6 treads. I know that seems like a lot. You might carry less, but I like having so many options for repairing my propulsion and then moving from there. My weapons are bad. I don't think I'm ever going to repair that. We could, of course, try, but I feel like if I was going to repair anything in my inventory... well, no, I'll pick it up. I'll try to fix it. Alright, so scan my broken particle gun. It scanned it. Can you repair it? It's doing it. It's going to take 44 turns. Okay, great. And here's my guy. Dead. So you could see I fired my assault rifle, I hit him in the core, and then I fired my light cannon, and I hit him in the core. My pulse cannon missed. He hit me, I think. Yeah, he hit my pulse cannon, though, which is great. Awesome. So I'm going to pick up some matter and see if there's any other weapons that I want lying around here. I think I probably want a reasonable assault rifle. That's fine. And you want to get this loot quickly. Ooh, improved ion engines. Heck yeah. Shotguns. Alright, now the range on a EM shotgun is bad. But you can see it fires 2 shots at 7 to 9 damage. It's pretty cool. And it's rating 2, which is probably better than, you know, a lot of the stuff I have here that's just rating 1 or, you know. I'm actually mostly ballistic at this point, which is funny. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and just push A to attach that improved engine. And if you're curious, like, what's the improvement? The improved ion engine is more massive and generates more heat, but it gives you 2 more supply, 15 storage, more integrity. So it's just a win all the way around. No, I'm kind of keeping both types of weapons. I said I wanted to go energy when I got the heatsink, but I haven't found another heatsink. And if I don't, then it kind of dissuades me from going in that direction. I'm going to go check out the skin analyzer, though, because let's see if we can use this thing. I'm going to insert the prototype energy cannon. And it's a faulty advanced beam cannon. That's too bad. However, it analyzed the other one, which is this, which is right here, as you can see. Now, you can then analyze it if you want to build more of these. But what I want to do is, I'm going to insert my treads. Okay. And I want to analyze the treads. Okay, we got it. We got the schematic. So what this means is, at a fabricator, we can now make armored treads, theoretically, which is awesome. So let's check out this advanced beam cannon. This thing, see, this is what's cool about prototypes. It is incredibly, just generates so much heat you wouldn't believe it, but it does, you know, a bajillion damage at a huge range. So it's really, really good. Comparatively, you know, you could see that this does less damage. It's actually maybe not as amazing as I thought. What's the cool thing about this? Thermal. It's okay. I mean, maybe it's I was overreacting to how good it was, but I'm still pleased with it. We're going to get rid of this faulty one. Now, I could go back to the site and see if they left any of the cannons around. They did. So we know what this one is, but we actually don't know what that one is. So I'll take the known quantity. Let's go back to the repair station. Okay? And... oh, the part, is it just on the ground? It should be. Here, let me go ahead and get rid of this EM pulse. And then there we go, I picked it up. So now we got our particle gun back. And this thing is a pure energy gun. And you can see, for example, I guess if you compare this to the advanced beam cannon that we got, the advanced beam cannon does way more damage. It has less crit. You know, we can actually just do it like this. So the advanced beam cannon is more massive, is rated higher, more integrity, more coverage, more range, and more damage. So it's just better all the way around compared to that. I'm actually going to just equip it here. I love the coverage. And see how this goes. Alright. Okay, we found an exit. And there's a matter pod. I mean, we might take that if we want to switch, right? Oh, another repair station. Okay, okay. Anything we want to repair? I mean, maybe my heatsink. I've got to probably find a better heatsink at some point. And you could see that my assault rifle is in bad shape. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this assault rifle and just pick up another one. Well, I could see no reason to not use the repair station. I'm going to scan my heatsink. And can you fix it for me? Aw, it didn't work. We got locked out. And they are dispatching a squad, by the way. So you could see the squad coming. Which is just a shame. I could try to use this repair station. Oh, okay. My heatsink is in there. I didn't realize it was doing that. Well, you know what? I should have done this a while ago. Whoops, I'm being a moron. I should have swapped to my high capacity a long time ago, but I'm going to do it now. So now we have 20 storage. Oops. And a dead guy. So I now have 20 storage. My utility is gone. I'm going to put on the armor plating instead. I need to go back and get my heatsink, is how that worked. When I put it in the machine, it's stuck in there. So we don't want that. We want it. Come back, heatsink. Okay, we got it. I'm going to leave it out, though. Because look at where we are. We are slow as molasses, right? Because we're on treads. But the integrity of our parts is great. We have a loot corridor with so much. We can now carry 20. We have backup treads for days, and we got some prototype weapons from a transporter that we analyzed with a scanalyzer. We've repaired some stuff, and honestly, this is the builds that I have personally the most success with, are these like slower, tankier builds. I don't try to fight everything, but I just don't worry about a fight as much. It's a lot of fun. But the game will scale up, and you won't be able to just, you know, run and gun as easily, unless we can keep it up with our treads. We got really lucky in that we found these armored treads, but hey, you take what the game gives you, and we can celebrate it. Everyone, I hope you're still finding this series to be useful and fun. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.